carrier's own attorney asked for.
I can't get over 150 community hours, that's it.
Got a couple of years, 5 years, at least 5.
Northeast D.C. residents stunned by how little time a former mailman, Christopher Newton, flipping us the bird here, received today in federal court for destroying U.S. mail. 2 years probation plus 150 community service hours. Christopher Newton pleaded guilty months ago to stuffing 15,000 pieces of U.S. mail down this and other sewers in this neighborhood. At one point today, Judge Wjla asked him, "Why would you do something so stupid?" He replied he wasn't sure. He was stressed. In May of 2016, residents around Douglas and Anacostia Northeast were stressed by clogged drains. They snaked out U.S. mail.
It was a shock, actually, to see that much mail backed up in the sewer hole like that.
Prosecutors asked Judge Wjla to require 500 hours of community service for Newton. Newton's attorney asked for 200 hours. The judge gave 150.
Yeah, it was a good day.
The attorney argued that Newton, who took off after the sentencing, was busy working for Metro Access and didn't have a lot of time for community service. The residents of Northeast were hardly sympathetic.
He should have got more than that. That's people mail. People need that. He should have got more than that, though.
It's not a good sentence for throwing away mail.
The judge noted since Newton's on 2-year probation, he could do 75 hours of community service each year to reach his 150 requirement. In Northeast Washington, I'm Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.
This is a massive storm.
No one is ever ready for a Category 5 hurricane.
Shaking doors and wind howling.
We are being very aggressive in our preparation for this storm. We are told to evacuate. Get out quickly.
We ask the people to keep us in their thoughts and prayers.
That is the roar of Irma. First tonight, a monster coming ashore. Hurricane Irma rips across the Caribbean, pounding everything in its path. Already, CNN is reporting 2 deaths tied to this Category 5 storm. And that's before we even get full reports from tiny islands, from St. Martin to Puerto Rico, where buildings are damaged and roads are swamped. And as we come on air tonight, we're learning the tiny island of Barbuda is in ruins, the home to 1,700 people ripped apart by this storm.
And at the same time we're hearing that, we're learning this storm, Irma, may be actually intensifying. Now, we have team coverage tonight of this storm and what comes next. Storm Watch 7 Chief Meteorologist Doug Hill is tracking Irma tonight. And Doug, who would have thought this thing is getting even stronger?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the pressure is a subtle drop of a few millibars in central pressure, but it does show a tendency, and that is it's tightening up and getting perhaps even stronger. Now, the wind speeds have remained the same, 185-mile-per-hour sustained winds, gusts to 225, now moving to the northeast coast of Puerto Rico. Now, it's off the coast to about 50 miles, but still winds and waves there. Want to just expand it out just a little bit to show the context here. So here's the Dominican Republic, and you kind of lose Puerto Rico right about there, and then it disappears a little bit. But they're getting lashed by high winds and waves. Now, what's going to happen here over the next several days, still up to questions. I mean, the models are pretty clear here, keeping it on a west-northwesterly track until we hit late Friday, and then it makes a turn. And depending, these are just some of the possibilities. Can make a turn paralleling the coast, scraping the coast of Florida, making landfall in other places, maybe turning to the west or the left after that. All kinds of things we don't know yet. But what we do know is this, that the official track has been very steady, keeping the center close to southeast Florida and then along the coast and eventually making landfall somewhere. But remember, it could be either side of this cone. The closer we get to Friday night, the closer we'll see this margin kind of shrink in. So we'll get, I think, over the next 36 hours or so, a much more predictable path for possible landfall and land interaction. Millions of people potentially affected here. That's why it's making headlines, and states are taking such decisive action ahead. We'll have more for you in a little bit there.
Well, it is certainly a scary story, Doug. Thank you for that. And as Irma does bear down on the continental United States, we're seeing more and more scenes like this. I mean, look at the rows of cars right now. In Florida, they say, listen, the road about that, you can get out of here. But jammed highways are still out there in Florida. Meteorologist Josh Knight now is tracking that side of the story for us. And Josh, everybody's doing the right thing by getting out of the storm, but they're doing it at the same time.
Exactly, and that's one of the things that makes heeding these warnings and the evacuations early so important. If you look at this is a graph here showing us all the states here on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast. Here's Florida, and what it's showing us is the millions of people that are along the coast that could be affected by a storm like Irma. So with that, people need to get an early start. On top of it, a lot of these people have never gone through anything like that. More than 4 million people have moved to Florida in these areas in the last 16 years. So they've never been through anything like this, and that leaves a lot of people needing to gas up and stock up, and that's leaving the highways jammed as well. Stores are having trouble stocking up on things like water and food, and seeing the damage Irma has already done in the islands, many people are boarding up to protect what they can before heading out of town. Officials are trying to give people a point of reference, and they're hoping using the name Hurricane Andrew will get people to act.
The storm is bigger, faster, and stronger than Hurricane Andrew. Every Floridian should take this seriously and be aggressive to protect their family.
Manager just told us that they don't have any water in yet, so I'm going to pick up some other non-perishable items to prepare for the storm.
With hurricane force winds extending out more than 50 miles from the center of Irma, millions of people will be impacted regardless of where in the cone or travels.
All right, Josh, thank you for that perspective. For the past week, though, we've been seeing images like these coming in from Texas. Maryland and Task Force 1 pulling people and animals from Hurricane Harvey's floodwaters. As Cheryl Connor